So, if you work in another culture, people have questions for you. They kind of want to know where you came from, why are you there. A couple of guys asked me one day that we were working on some equipment, and we were just talking about all kinds of things, and Mohammed Abdulgada, my lead guy, said, Mr. Bruce, where are you from? And so I thought for a minute, what if I told him the name of the city? He wouldn't know anything about a city in Illinois. So I thought, well, I'll just say America. I'm from America. No, Mr. Bruce, where are you from? So I realized he wanted more detailed information, so I said, well, I'm from Illinois. No, Mr. Bruce, where are you from? And I thought, okay, I'll tell him. Well, it turns out, even though I was born in Los Angeles, California, I lived just up the block from the Hollywood studios in Burbank. Moved back to Illinois, where my parents were originally from, in 1945. I was raised in Champaign, Illinois. My parents in 1957 built a home out in the country in the community of Mahomet, Illinois. So I started thinking, if I say that, does it have any meaning? So I thought, well, he's asking, so I'll tell him. So I said, I'm from Mahomet, Illinois. And when I said that, all five of these guys just stared at me. And finally, Abdulgada said, Mr. Bruce, you have Islam in Illinois? And I said, no. No, we don't. But why do you ask? And he said, Muhammad. And I said, gotcha. It's Mahomet. Well, it turns out Mahomet is the French spelling for Mohammed. So there was a connection in his mind. But I thought that was really interesting. He made a quick connection when I told him the name of my city. But then, as I thought about it, Mahomet, Illinois, was a little tiny wide spot in the road back in the early 1800s, and this is the story I heard from my mother. There was an inn on a stagecoach route that went from Indianapolis area over toward where Peoria is now. And there was an inn right there in what we now call Mahomet. The inn provided a place to put up your horses, you get a meal, you could stay overnight, and so on. It turned out that Mahomet, Illinois, was first named Lickskillet. And that's kind of strange, a city named Lickskillet. Well, it turns out the guy that owned the inn had a busy business. He had a lot of people coming through. His kitchen was constantly in motion. And in order to expedite things, he would put a frying pan or skillet out on the back step and let the dogs do the cleanup job on it, thus Lickskillet. But it was interesting to me that these Libyan workers made a direct connection, even though it wasn't really a valid connection, with a little tiny community in central Illinois. Small world.